In the world of retail, competition is cutthroat.
There's a jungle out there, and it's dangerous.
These entrepreneurs have big ambitions.
My dream is to see an Incredipop in every home in America.
So they've come to our investor and his team of experts for help.
I think she can take this retail opportunity and rock it.
They'll get quizzed by real consumers.
Why is this better than regular Coogo?
And get feedback.
It's real pricey.
It just looks too generic.
And in the end, Joe and Joe alone decides if they will receive the backing of Hatched Business Solutions.
I think you have so much to offer, kid.
And a chance to change their lives forever. This week, a driven entrepreneur who's created a multi-platform brand of products for kids.
Composer Cat is bringing classical music to children in wildly fun ways.
Her groundbreaking product drummed up support from the panel.
You said it's for children,
She's
right? 'Cause
reaching me on my level.
I think I want one.
But will her bold tactics
Stop thinking about dollar sign. She should never have mentioned that in a pitch.
have them changing their tune?
Here's the decision.
Our investor, Joe, has brought together his experts. Freddie Cameron is a retail expert with over 16 years of experience, responsible for over $2 billion in product sales. And Nicole Lappin is a New York Times best-selling author and one of the nation's top financial experts, anchoring financial news on CNBC, CNN, and Bloomberg.
All right, guys, this week we have a huge product category, children's products.
And who doesn't love the children, right?
Well, I love children. I love Joe, so that means I love children. So you ready to meet our first entrepreneur?
Let's go.
Jeannine is seeking an investment to launch her multi-platform educational products for children into a national brand.
Hello.
Hello, hello. My name is Jeannine Cato, and I'm very excited to introduce our groundbreaking children's product, Composer Cats. It is a transmedia property bringing classical music to children in wildly fun, entertaining ways that happen to teach, including toys, books, music, DVD, and so forth. So in our world, Mozart comes to life in an amazing, magical storybook.
Wow.
And it comes with a CD of narration, and this is Mozart Cat.
Why'd you come up with a cat?
Mozart is so much fun. The minute he's a cat, he's not serious, he's not dry. We're reaching the children on their level.
Love it. Now, you said it's for children,
She's
right? 'Cause
reaching me on my level.
I think I want one.
I think we're gonna sell across all age ranges, frankly.
I'm loving this.
But what's compelling to the 2 to 6-year-olds, they're stealing mom's phone, they want to be on devices. Is there an app component to this?
There is a huge app component. In fact, our first apps are developed to launch with the toy and the book so that when the parents buy into our universe of Mozart Cat, they can go right into that high-tech world. There is nothing like it out there for kids 2 to 6, and we have done extensive research into the digital area.
That's awesome.
The innovation behind Jeannine's brand is brilliant. There's nothing on the market that inspires a passion in kids for music like this. I'm so excited to learn more.
What was your inspiration for starting Composer Cats?
What inspired me was a lifelong passion for culture and the arts for children. And when I cast an eye on the toy market, I saw a gaping void. And I said, aha, here is a moment to step in to bring children through their entertainment, something really fun that they're going to really love, but they're going to get something meaningful out of.
Girl, you have nailed it, nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. You're engaging kids so they can do something to teach them something rather than how many aliens they can shoot in 20 minutes.
Thank you.
I think your ambition is amazing. I love that you make classical music accessible to kids. I think there's a real need for substantive educational material, and I think parents want that.
I love the educational component of Jeannine's product. Parents are more willing to spend money on products that engage and enrich their kids.
Can we take a look?
So I'm going to bring you 3 different products here. This is a Mozart Cat.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
Play that
This
music.
is Mozart's story. And this is the Living Book DVD adaptation
Nice.
where it comes to life.
Where are you selling your product right now?
I'm not selling it anywhere right now. I
Okay.
did my initial test market sell-through and some independent bookstores and toy stores and sold out within 45 days, basically. And then I went out to the Metropolitan Opera, to Juilliard, to Carnegie Hall, to the Metropolitan Museum of Art to seek their validation. And I won the stamp of approval across the board.
Now, do you have that stamp of approval on your actual packet? And by the way, your package is great. Your colors, the images, the artwork. I mean, they know I'm hard on packaging. I mean, you really nailed it.
Thank you.
But do you have that stamp of approval from all those institutions in your package somewhere?
That's something that we communicate strongly in our publicity efforts and our marketing.
Okay.
When you get 2 thumbs up from Carnegie Hall, you put that on your package, because when parents are making a decision between buying 2 toys, that can easily tip the scale in your favor.
So kind of explain to me, what are the costs for each item?
Mozart Cat Plush, the retail is $29.99.
For just the toy?
Not the entire package
No.
you have? Okay.
And book is $19.99.
Only concern I have is just the overall price.
It's expensive.
Very expensive.
We're at the high end for a reason. You get the narration, you get the music, you get the educational element in it, and it's a very high quality product.
I think you should really bundle everything. The biggest thing about retail is added value. So you want to make sure if they buy their bundle versus buying everything separately, they're getting a value for their buck.
I think it's an excellent point.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're impressing this old cowboy. Then I need you to tell me, what do you want from us?
Well, we're ready to launch nationally this fall. And to have a successful national launch, we need money for publicity, marketing, and inventory. An investment at this point will take us across the finish line.
So here's the deal. Tomorrow, we are setting you up with a retail challenge. Right here, we're turning this into our hatched pop-up store. We're gonna have consumers come in, touch your product, feel your product, read the book, and we're really interested to hear their consumer feedback, and that's gonna help Joe make his final decision.
So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I'm very excited about the retail challenge. I'm convinced that tomorrow the consumers are going to be absolutely enchanted with Mozart.
Coming up, will composer cats go out on a high note?
Where was this when my child was growing up?
Or will the consumer's feedback have Jeannine facing the music?
I don't think it was the best product. It's gonna just be a waste of money.
Jeannine has created a dynamic multi-platform brand of products that teach children classical music, which she hopes to turn into a retail success. She got a ton of feedback from our experts.
The biggest thing about retail is added value. I think you should really bundle everything.
But before our investor Joe decides if he's going to financially back her, he needs to hear from potential consumers. So today, Jeannine will have to pitch Composer Cats to over 100 consumers. They'll give their feedback in a survey, which will then be analyzed closely by Nicole and Freddie before Joe makes his final decision.
Hi, how are you?
Hi there.
Hi. Welcome to Mozart's world.
What do we have here?
This is Composer Cats, and it's a groundbreaking new entertainment project to bring classical music to children.
These are cool.
Composer Cats captured our attention and made us wish we were kids all over again. Let's see how consumers react.
So this is his whole universe. We're using the power of wonderful characters and amazing stories and amazing art. This is the book. It comes with the CD with a narration track. By reading it, you get to learn your first things about classical music.
I think it's fabulous.
I love it.
That's cool. It's super cute. I love it.
I'm going to introduce you to Composer Cat Mozart. Here you go. Now squeeze his belly and see what happens.
Sweet. You recognize that song? That's Mozart.
It looks so cute.
Does it make you want to dance? Yes, bravo.
What we need to see today is if there's a desire for parents to invest in a product that can teach their kids classical music.
Do you think that the classics are important for children?
Absolutely, yes. I love the educational aspect of it. Classical music is a form that is forgotten, and to bring it to light would be fantastic. Classical music really opens up the mind and expands, learning.
This is very educational and fun at the same time. Composer Cat is a good way to get children engaged in classical music.
Composer Cats, oh my goodness. There's history, there's education, there's cats. Where was this when my child was growing up? Where was this?
Composer Cats struck a chord with the parents, but will the kids be singing the same tune?
Do you like the music? Is he cool? Is he fun?
I love it. I would actually read this book. This is such a fun way to learn music.
I honestly love all of this.
Composer Cats is so cute. I like the little cat in the little wig and the fancy outfit that he was wearing. I like it all.
All the kids were singing Composer Cat's praise. Well, almost all.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it was the best product because in the modern world, even if you start listening to classical music, friends are gonna say, hey, listen to pop or hey, listen to rap. And then you're just gonna lose classical and it's gonna just be a waste of money.
What we love about Composer Cats is that it just isn't a toy or a book. It has a high-tech component, which I think is going to be music to consumers' ears.
Are you going to have anything visual, like apps in the future? Because kids are really going into that direction now. They don't care too much to read.
We have high-tech apps and videos where the book comes to life.
Right.
So they're a lot of fun to play, but the children are learning as they play.
I like how she has an app, especially nowadays. Our generation loves being on our phones, so I think that's pretty cool.
I'm halfway through the day, and I feel just amazing. People are loving Composer Cat Mozart. From the kids to the parents to the grandparents, I'm very, very excited.
Will the price hit the right note with the consumers?
How much does it cost?
Would it be all one package, or is it individually you would purchase?
We're selling it right now separately. The book is $19.99, the DVD is $20, and the plush is $29.99.
I do think it's a good price. You know, if we want to teach the kids something, we're going to put money into it.
Yeah, I think the price is great for especially a book.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
I think it's just right.
But not everyone was in tune with the price.
I probably would definitely get the book. The cat, I would think about, it's a little higher.
I think $29.99 might be too much for us.
I thought it was a little expensive.
To get the full benefit, parents will need to buy the book, the DVD, and the toy. Bundling them as a set will encourage them to invest in all of the components.
If it was together like this, I would have purchased it. But like if she would have told me, but I want the doll, I'll be like, okay, pick and choose. Which one? Do you want the book or do you want the doll?
Just by himself, he's a little pricey, but together as a bundle pack, it works.
As the retail day comes to an end, the consumers fill out their surveys and give their feedback on Composer Cats. Will the survey results be strong enough to convince our investor Joe to back this product?
I always find talking to my consumers an invaluable experience. I'm really looking forward to going back to the panel with the kind of validation that I've received today.
It's time for the Hatch Pop Quiz. Approximately how much does the U.S. toy industry generate annually? Is it A, $6 billion, B, $15 billion, or C, $22 billion? Find out the answer when we return to Hatched. Before the break, we asked, approximately how much does the U.S. toy industry generate annually? Is it A, $6 billion, B, $15 billion, or C, $22 billion? The answer is C. The U.S. toy market generates approximately $22 billion in revenue annually. Jeannine came to Hatch Business Solutions looking for an investment to turn Composer Cats into a national brand. She faced the ultimate retail challenge.
People are loving Composer Cat Mozart, from the kids to the parents to the grandparents.
But will the consumer survey results be strong enough to help convince our investor Joe that her product is worthy of financial backing?
All right, guys, you remember Composer Cats. We were singing Mozart all day after we met Jeannine. Well, we have the survey results in. Are you ready to bring in our entrepreneur?
Ready.
Well, hello, everyone.
Great to see you. How was the retail challenge?
Wow, it was so much fun. I have to tell you, I really had a great time. I learned so much from the consumers.
So are you ready to hear your results, Jeannine?
Absolutely.
The most encouraging statistic, when it came to asking parents, do you think it's important for young kids to learn about classical music? An overwhelming 90% of respondents said yes.
I love the educational aspect of it.
This is very educational and fun at the same time.
Music to my ears.
So there definitely is a market for your product. Education is always important to parents. They're taking an investment into their child, not just buying a product. So great job.
Thank you. And I'm excited with that number because that tells you parents also recognize the inherent value in bringing classical music to children. It is critical for their cognitive development. So that was a tremendous piece of feedback.
Jeannine, when we asked consumers, do you like the packaging? We had an overwhelming response.
97% said yes. The graphics and everything is really nice.
I like the packaging. It was very appealing.
Packaging looks really good. Beautiful colors for kids.
Oh, well.
Can't get much better than that.
No.
Yeah, you're definitely on the right track.
Excellent.
But
I really want that stamp of approval of all those institutions on your package somewhere, because that's an additional great selling point for parents.
I think it's an excellent point.
Another survey result, the consumer's feedback on your overall price point, 73% thought your product product was priced fairly.
Yeah, I think the price is great.
It's definitely worth it. If we want to teach the kids something, we're going to put money into it.
Based on the survey results, the consumers liked your price point, but I'm still gonna go by what I initially told you. I highly recommend you bundle everything.
Yeah, the gift set, it's a great option to make it more palatable for parents who are looking for that added value.
And this is something that came out of my discussions with the consumers. The very people who said, oh, I would never pay $30 for the plush, would pay absolutely that. When the whole package is put together, the DVD, the book, and the musical interactive plush, so that's definitely on our radar now. We will absolutely do a gift set.
Okay.
Excellent.
Obviously, you've done a very good job to bring this product to where it's at right now. The question becomes, is there anything else that you would like to say to the panel before we deliberate?
I'm going to say with great confidence that I am your best opportunity in each of your respective areas. We have no competition, and we're the only ones out there in that space, and the consumers have told you that they want this product. I'm one of the few companies that can stand in front of you and say, you know, our exit strategy is in the next 3 to 5 years, we're either going to be standing on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange going public, or we're going to be selling this company.
Bold words, young lady. Very bold words.
Bold vision.
And I admire you for it. That's a great passion.
I feel completely prepared and ready for the final decision. I feel that I've got the weight of the survey behind me and the weight of the great product.
It's time for Joe to consult with his experts before he makes his final decision.
All right, talk to me.
She is so impressive. She knows her product inside and out. She's done a ton of research, and I love the idea of investing in kids. I think parents really want to give their kids good information.
I agree with you 100%. It's a great item. I like the innovation behind it. There is nothing like that in the retail space right now. It has major potential, Joe. My only concern from a retail perspective is the actual marketing cost. The item needs a lot of marketing support. It needs to be at a point where a kid can walk down the aisle and identify Composer cats. But to get to that point, it's gonna cost money.
But on the other hand, the apps component of it is such a great high margin industry. And so I think the opportunity is huge. But I had a little bit of pause when she said, I have an exit strategy. I'm gonna be on the New York Stock Exchange. From an investor standpoint, I never, ever want to hear that from an entrepreneur, ever. I want them to focus on making this baby the best baby they can possibly make it and stop thinking about dollar signs. That will come. She should never have mentioned that in a pitch.
Last thing the world ever do to me is come in and ask me for money and then pitch your exit strategy. All right, I have a decision. Let's bring her in.
Coming up.
This has been a driving passion of mine from the start, and I want to see this go global.
Here's the decision.
Jeannine came to Hatch Business Solutions in the hopes of turning Composer cats into a household name. At the Retail Challenge, the consumers thought her products were the cat's meow.
Composer cats, oh my goodness. There's history, there's education, there's cats.
But our investor and his experts have major concerns.
I never, ever want to hear that from an entrepreneur.
And now, it's decision time. Has Jeannine done enough to secure an investment to turn her product into a national brand?
I feel completely prepared and ready for the final decision. This has been a driving passion of mine from the start, and I want to see this go global.
So, Jeannine, how do you feel?
Excited.
You certainly have a great product.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
At the end of the day, I have to make this call. So, are you ready for the big one? After a great deal of deliberation, we have decided
I'm listening.
that we would like to bring you into Hatch Business Solutions, and we would like to work with you.
This is amazing news.
Welcome to the family.
We're going to compose a great new future for the children all over the world together. And I look forward to that. The satisfaction of getting validation from people of this caliber is always a really amazing thing. It is the coolest feeling in the world to go into business with people who get it.
And Jeannine, you definitely have the passion, the drive, And I know you have the commitment to really make this product successful, to be a global brand.
Jeannine, welcome to the family. I'm so in awe of all of the success you had in the entrepreneurial world. The mission of Composer Cats is so near and dear to my heart, and I can't wait to work together to continue to make this product a huge success that would be music to all of our ears and our wallets.
Well, can I shake hands with my new partners?
Better than that.
We're huggers, Jeannine.
It's a lifelong vision to get this critical cultural content to children in the early formative years all over the world. Composer Cats is hatched, and that's music to my ears.